is actually my first night in the portal, and I decided not to bring either of the dogs into this tent right now. I'm using the big house tent for practice. So tonight, both dogs are actually sleeping outside so they can see where I am, they can hear me, and we are going to move from there. Freya is still a little bit weird about this tent, so I'm going to have to work with her during the day on walking in and out of it and being comfortable in it. So this will be our first step to having them both out with me overnight. So we will see how it goes. So far so good. They've been okay. There was a little bit of barking when the neighbor dog barked, but they are quiet now and they're just hanging out. So we'll see how it goes. We have a friend here. Okay, so it was pretty windy last night and it stormed this morning. As you can see, there's rain on the fly. I did not feel a whole lot of condensation on the underside of the fly this morning, even though it's fairly humid, and there's absolutely no wetness anywhere on any of this. Bugs. Look at that. This is Florida, so lots of bugs. It was pretty windy. It's still pretty windy out right now. We're supposed to get some more rain. You can see underneath the tent, you know, it's wet. I put a tarp down. I did get the footprint. I have not unpacked it yet. But all in all, I'm very pleased with how the tent held up and the condensation factor. Let me undo this. Yeah, see, under here, I don't feel any condensation at all. If you have an ultralight tent, you may notice some snags like this in the mesh occasionally, and I am going to show you how to fix that. You just kind of rub it like this. Very gently. Make sure you do not have like a sharp snag on your fingernail. And there you go. All gone. I took the tent down today. I have all this stuff packed up. There is some wetness on the bottom, so I'm just waiting for it to dry out before I pack it back up. I am much faster with it now. I'm much more confident. I'm very much looking forward to the first time I can actually take it somewhere other than my backyard. Hey guys, so I took down the tent because we're supposed to get some tornadic activity today. I saw some weather moving across the radar, and my sister knew I was camping out, and she called and she's like, there's tornadoes. I and took everything down because even though the portal is rated for as performing really, really well in rough weather, I did not want to test it out in tornadoes. My initial impressions are that it is a really nice tent. The ceiling is quite high. Even when I'm sitting up, my head is nowhere close to touching the top. There's plenty of room, like you can get changed in there, you can move around. The ventilation was very good. I had everything zipped up because of the rain. Before that, I had everything open because I like to sleep with a lot of airflow coming through, but I did, just for the sake of testing it, keep everything zipped up and then put in those little vent opening things. I don't know exactly what they're called, but you'll see it in some of my photos, and I'm not sure if it's actually in this video or not, but the little vent openings on each side are to allow for better airflow when you have everything, the hatches battened down and whatnot. So there was airflow, but not as much as I like. I did pitch the fly to where it was about this much off the ground. So it was decent airflow, but I like it much better with everything open. So I keep everything open whenever possible, but I did, like I said, close it up because the rain was coming. Freya and Con, I went ahead and brought them in at the first signs of heavier rain because I did not want them to freak out in the kennel out there. They're not used to that. And I didn't want them to freak out. And then I have 2 hyper wet dogs to have to deal with. So thanks for watching, guys. I will be putting out a proper review video once I have taken the portal out on trail and used it for a while. But I did want to just give you guys my initial impressions after trying it out for the first time. So it's quarantine, so we're not able to go anywhere. So at least we can do, backyard campouts and test all the gear we want. Thank you very much for watching. I would appreciate it greatly if you could like this video and subscribe to our channel so we can continue bringing you new gear and all of the prep for my West Highland Way trip coming next year. So stay tuned for more details on that. Have a great day, guys.